Hello and welcome to Let's Ride Around Europe. I got it right this time. You have joined me just leaving Götzenhain, just south of Frankfurt, on our way today to Stuttgart. Götzenhain is our start point for recording today because I didn't fancy inflicting like the drive through Frankfurt on you guys. I just came down through the Autobahn. And although it was just meant to be a camera stop, you know, the set recording and all that kind of thing, I went into the petrol station and I bought a Powerade. I've already drunk like half of it just in one go. I would probably have chugged the whole thing if I hadn't stopped myself. Just because it is boiling hot. Wow. At one point coming out of Frederiksdorf, it was reading 38. It was already reading 36 just sitting in the car park. It's down to 35 now, but you know, anytime I'm stopped at all is just roasting. Absolutely roasting. There are some heat warnings on this trip too. So today's going to be a hot one. Hopefully I'll be able to keep the speed up because that really helps. Yeah, heat aside, it is looking a stunning day. And hopefully these roads are going to be nice. I've never done back roads in this area before. The only time I've ever done sort of north from the top of the Black Forest to around Frankfurt, sort of Mainz area, is on Autobahn. So we'll see what the back roads are like. If it's anything like my experience north of that, I think it'll be pretty nice. So, today is Wednesday. It is day 6. What have I been up to? Because our last adventure was on day 3. So what happened to Monday and Tuesday? Well, Monday I spent hanging out at my friend's place, doing like just a few little tasks. After 3 days on the road, they need to be done. Generally just relaxing. I was a little saddle sore after 3 days. My ears were a little sore, as I think I said in one of the videos. And I just wanted to take like a day. I did want to go out and see some of Frankfurt, but there were works on the line between Frederiksdorf and Frankfurt, so the train was taking a little longer than normal. So I just hung out at my friend's place. I saw a bit of Frederiksdorf, and then in the evening the two of us caught a train to Bad Homburg. Bad Homburg is really cool. So Bad in German is like spa, bath. And apparently it was like a royal retreat in the German imperial days. And it's got this like big park with like cool stuff in it, and lots of fountains that weren't turned on. A lot of signs telling you about like the quality of the water and what, like, don't drink too much of it. And like my friend had a test. Like, it's like, you know, don't drink more than 1 liter, not like don't drink any of it. So my friend had a taste. He was like, "Oh my god, it's so salty." And yeah, we're talking like 5 or 6 grams of sodium and chlorine each per liter. So yeah, that's a lot of salt. It's like 10-12 grams of salt in a litre of water. It's salty. I don't know what makes it so salty. But that was that. And when we kind of got to the park, oh well, before we went to the park, when we got there, we had dinner. That was cool. Like sitting outside on a street that's been pedestrianised. Although a lot of the streets basically only one line of traffic anyway, with stuff out of the sidewalks for the rest of the space. We're sitting outside, enjoying the last of the day's sun at like 9 o'clock at night. And I had like a schnitzel with pepper sauce and a spezi. Spezi is a mix of Coke and Fanta, for those who don't know. It's a sort of a generic name for it, but it is also trademarked, so Polliner has the trademark for that. But you know, there's other brands that are available. There's like Schwip Schwap and Mezzo Mix. They're all the same thing basically. Yeah, that was good. I haven't had schnitzel in ages. I love it. It's tasty. Pepper sauce was really nice. There were chips with it as well, or fries. Yeah, that was a nice little meal. Now I'm making myself feel hungry. And then we went to run to the park, and when we got to the park we were greeted by like the strains of far off music, and we're like, is that a big Bluetooth speaker or is that a live performance? I was sort of like, nah, that's gotta be a live performance. And we just sort of moved toward it, like across the park, drawn to the sounds of Sweet Dreams Are Made of This and Shout. And we found like there's a summer party on, like a local council summer party, and they have a stage set up in front of the royal court and stuff. That was cool. You had to pay to go in, so we just like stood outside for a minute listening to it, and then sort of wandered on. Yeah, it was. Bad Homburg's really pretty. There's a lot of nice things to see there. Oh, right. Yeah. And then on Tuesday, my friend was working. He was actually working both of the days, but he's working from home. On the Tuesday, I went into Frankfurt. I just got a train in to Hauptbahnhof and wandered around. And if you follow my Twitter, you probably have seen this. I take loads of pictures of buildings because I'm a nerd. But yeah, Frankfurt was really nice. Very typical kind of European city. Lots of, narrow streets, heavy pedestrianisation. Lots of places with like stuff set out on the sidewalk, or on the main street if it's pedestrianised. Like stalls where you can just get like a bratwurst. I had a bratwurst. Missed a good bratwurst. I've had like ones at Christmas markets in the UK and they're just like, this is, I went back millions of years and stepped in a bug bratwurst. Kind of like having something in Hauptbahnhof, Chicago. It's like, I recognize what German food this is, but it's not quite right. I miss Hauptbahnhof, Chicago. It was one of my favourite places to go at MFF. But yeah, I had a nice time sort of wandering around. I saw the big Euro. So the European Central Bank building is in this one? No, it's the next one. The European Central Bank building is in Frankfurt, because Frankfurt is basically a German financial centre. And outside of it there's a big statue of a Euro symbol in the middle of a ring of 14 stars, just like the European flag. And yeah, I saw that, and then I sat under it and like made a little vlog. Took some nice pictures. I went up to the Alta Upper, which is like the old opera house, and marveled at that, and like sat in the square there beside a fountain that was wafting like cool aerated or cool hydrated air at me, and then it started to like actually make me wet, so I got up and moved on, and I walked around a little park and had a fritzy cola and a Magnum bar in a little shady park area, and then just kind of walked around. I saw the dome, I looked at the Museum of Modern Art from the outside. It's a cool sort of Pomo building. I walked along the river, and then I came back and we had like some Mexican food and hung out together for a while. And then today is just like, I spent this morning being fairly lazy and then getting on my way. Not really a huge schedule today. I'm meeting a friend this evening, but it's quite late, so it's alright. Not in a rush. That said, I'm not this much not in a rush. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's basically what I did with my days. I went for like a couple of jogs around Friedrichsdorf. I kind of got used to being on the continent again. It is a little different. It's nice to, like, after ages being stuck in the UK, after ages being stuck in the UK, it's nice to back over the continent and be like, oh yeah, this is what walkable communities are like. But I reacquainted myself with how to order food in German. I kind of gotten very rusty on that. My German is terrible. I can't really speak the language. Like, if you press me, I could string a few words together. What I like to say is my German is good enough to order food. That's about the height of it. Yeah, I went shopping at a supermarket, and I'm not going to say relearned, but like recalled from deep in my memory what the names of things are. I had a giant Danish in a Ribelle. Ribelle is a supermarket. There's one that I went into had like these like massive Danishes with like loads of raisins on them. It was really nice, actually. And yeah, I went for some jogs. There's like a forest near Friedrichsdorf, so I just sort of went down and then up into the forest. It was a lot hillier than I expected, which made the jog like a bit bit harder, but it's good to get a bit of exercise in. And it was nice to hang out with my friend because I haven't seen him in a while. I saw him a few months ago at Götzenhain, and he was at Confuzzled, but I don't think I saw him at all. But like, the thing about cons is it's very hard to like hang out with people. This is one of the reasons why I like to visit folks sort of like this, because you get to actually spend some time with them. I'm going to stop here because this is in the shed. Might have slightly surprised the person behind me. But yeah, stopping in the sunshine is a bad idea today. I'm trying not to repeat 2020. Roundabout, second exit. It's not a long day today. Stuttgart's not that far away. I think my total travel time is something like 4 hours, including a charge. Not sure what that was about. Oh my god. Google, you said third exit. Like, Google is just doing constant "you went the wrong way" noises at me, so I'm gonna have to pull in and figure out what's going on. Which means sitting in the boiling sun for a minute. Ah, I could have chosen a better spot. Yeah, I know, Google. What is your problem? Shush. Just give me a second to figure this out, Google. You're doing an extraordinarily bad job. Right, go back and go. Oh, okay, I see. There was a tiny side bit that I missed. I don't know why you had to make the noise so many times, though. That was a bit much. Yeah, I don't know if you could tell the effect the heat is having on me. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That was... Alright. Second exit. Okay. the bit where I find out that wherever this is like the place I was supposed to end the episode. Probably not, but you know, because it's a different place. Alright, what was I talking about? I was talking about wandering around Frederiksdorf rather, and reacquainting myself with like German, the European way of life, and how much I like it. Did you say second? Yeah, second's what I want. Second is the name of the place I'm going on it. Yeah, it's been a very pleasing and relaxing couple of days. Getting off the road for a couple of days is good. This is it's the advice that Tipo 1 has, is that every few days you should stop for a day. It's good advice. It's advice that I've ignored in the past, and it's kind of dumb of me to do so. But yeah, if you are on a long trip, you do want to like take a break every few days. Because like spending several days in the saddle gets pretty tiring. Oh, shade. Oh, yeah. I can already tell I'm going to be struggling today with the heat. Not going to be struggling with my range, wow. Yeah, yeah, it was good to spend a few days with my friend. It was good to like just wander around Frankfurt and not really be on a schedule or anything like that, and just sort of enjoy, yeah, just enjoy being here, you know. After all of the effort to get here, it'd be pretty crazy not to just enjoy being here. Because it's not just about the roads, it's about the places, it's about the people. And it is important to take care of yourself too. To take that rest, to get lots of fluids. I've not had enough fluids today. Can already tell. Probably going to stop somewhere and just drink a little more of that Powerade. Just down through it. Thought he was going to stop. Oh boy. Now we get to sit in the sun. Yeah, it is hot. Let's get some air. This area seems to be quite flat. It is looking there. modern Europe is in general not that car centric, but a lot of the newer stuff does tend to be. But at least a lot of these kind of places, like, you could just park up and go to several different places at once, as opposed to like every establishment having its own car park, and it's not really viable to walk between them, which I have seen in the US in a few places. Makes it hard for me to talk to you because the heat kind of addles your brain. Yeah, I thought about getting my first sit out with my friend, but we never really got the chance. And just because he was working, and then it was very warm, and the evenings were kind of tired. He did throw out like his Keigu partial. Oh, wow. He threw out his Keigu partial. Wow. It's like a bride and groom made out of bells. They look kind of like gingerbread men. Yeah, he got his out his Keigu partial. And we cuddled for a bit. He's really cute. But, you know, there'll be other opportunities along the way. It's kind of not something I could just get out, like, at the top of a mountain pass and be like, well, hey, I'm here in person. Because it's, like, packed really well in. Otherwise, I just wouldn't be able to bring it. But, it is something I can get out if I've got a little bit of space and time for it. Those aren't as good. I wonder if they're celebrating like a specific wedding. That one had names on it. Curious what the abbreviations in that sign are. Because one of the places is like Hoxt IODW. So I'm guessing I is like in, and ODW is like a general area but shortened. I'm just kind of curious. Come on, dude. Take this guy. stuff, which is very good. There are some party poopers for sure. And yes, technically the speed limit is 70. Not many of these people really seem to care. See if we can find a passing opportunity. Probably not. Okay, that was pretty unnecessary. Like a town nestled in the valley between the trees. Look at that. Is that not beautiful? I think it's beautiful. There's some windmills up above the trees, you know, just to feed my obsession a bit further. My battery is green, which is good. I was really concerned with all of the heat and the fact it was sitting in the sun in the car park that it would be yellow just even starting out, but it's handled all of that fine. It's not gone hot. So that's good. It is going to get hot the moment I charge it though, which is going to slow me down a bit. But I already know that that's a problem, so it's cool. It's when I don't know that it's going to happen that's a problem. Oh yes, cool air. Nice. Yeah, so we're into some hills. It's good. I was concerned it would be like flat. The hills are good. We take the first exit of this roundabout. This is how I'm trying to combat the bad roundabout problem. Is to repeat Google. Shed. some of them are apartment blocks, just sort of built up along the side of the hill. I'm actually gonna... Alright, just do this. Ta-da! I'm not sitting back there in the sun. I have heard a little better this time, so I have written down a whole bunch of sort of stories that I could tell, just so I have more to talk about, but I kind of ended up burning through the Frankfurt stuff pretty quick, which I guess I should have expected. There's only so much I can really talk about. But I do have more things to talk about. I just don't want to launch into them straight away. And we're not going to have long left of this episode. So like starting a story now is like, well, you know, how far into that story am I going to get, you know? Yeah. Hey, it's a classic Audi. Cool. Come on, don't take forever. in Hesse. Whoop. Nice timing. Slight issue with the locking of my visor. Might see if we can find like a dealership somewhere in Stuttgart to take a look at it. I don't think it clamps down properly on the right hand side. Sometimes when I'm going around corners, I can hear the wind more. You do have to stop at stations in Carbine, but you know, would say you do get to drink things while you're on the train, but these days you have to wear masks, so I don't know if they allow you to drop your mask to take a drink or something on German trains. I know they do require you to wear a mask, unlike basically all of the UK. The UK should still be requiring masks. Even if they do let you take it off to drink something. It's good to require masks still. The pandemic is not over. And although we don't need to be doing all of the big scary panic stuff to deal with it anymore. There are a lot of very sensible and simple measures that we should still be taking that aren't all that intrusive, that are just not. It really sucks. Michelstadt. This is where the episode ends. And I'm going to find somewhere I can pull in so that I can drink something. Is that an option? This is also an option. Yeah. So, if you've got anything to say, you know where to find the comment section. This is in the shed. Yeah, you know where to find the comment section. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a like. Check out some of my other videos. There are many that are like this. You may enjoy them as well. There's some of them that have actual, more interesting stories that I have been telling. If you do enjoy them, generally, do consider subscribing. Hit that bell. And if you would like to reward me for entertaining you today, you can find my coffee link in the description below. Bye-bye.